Chapter 4. Humans Need Two Births. Nicodemus is shocked by Jesus' insistence that he needed to be born again. This seemed very strange to him because everything in nature needs to be born once. Please read the following verses because they explain our need to be born again. John chapter 3 verses 6 to 9. Jesus, the Son of God, can read the confusion in Nicodemus' mind about the need to be born again, and immediately gives him the reason why he needed to have two births. Jesus said, "That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit." John chapter 3, verse 6. In other words, Jesus was reminding Nicodemus that humans are unique among God's creation because they have both a body and a spirit. Because of this, men readily eat the flesh of animals but have much greater difficulty eating the flesh of men because they instinctively know that men also have a spirit. Jesus was telling Nicodemus that humans needed two births because they have two natures, physical and spiritual. At our first physical birth, we are born by our mothers into this physical world. But if we want to enter God's spiritual world, then we need to be born again by the Holy Spirit into God's world. This explanation seems to satisfy Nicodemus, who went on to imagine how he could be born again. Possibly, he began to think about the religious rites that he had undergone. Was Jesus referring to the need of baptism? Was Jesus referring to the need for catechism classes? Or was Jesus referring to some supernatural phenomena like tongue speaking? Again, Jesus, the Son of God, reads Nicodemus' mind and answers the unspoken question in his mind. Jesus tells Nicodemus that the second birth is invisible, like the wind. See John chapter 3, verse 8. Unlike baptism, catechism, and tongue speaking, which are visible and can be photographed or videoed, the second birth by the Holy Spirit is invisible and cannot be photographed or videoed. Jesus then goes on to explain the effects and benefits of wind. When wind blows, we can hear the sound of leaves rustling and see the smiles of people enjoying the cool breeze, but no one can see the wind. Life will be so unpleasant without a breeze or an electric fan. A life that is not born again will be an unpleasant, joyless life. This describes how the second birth makes life more pleasant and make men happier. Though we cannot see the second birth, we can see the effects of the second birth. Men who have experienced the second birth become better husbands, better fathers, better workers, better neighbors, and better church members. Ladies who have experienced the second birth become better wives, better mothers, better housekeepers, better neighbors, better church members. Young people who are born again become better children, better students, better classmates, and better youth group members. All who have been born again will also have greater peace and joy. Nicodemus desires to be born again. He had diligently followed his religion, but it was boring, burdensome, and joyless. He yearned for a cool spiritual breeze to cheer him up for his cheerless religion. He yearned to be born again by the Holy Spirit so that he could leave the world of religion and enter God's kingdom, but did not know how. Has your religion been boring, burdensome, and joyless so far?